Go ahead.
Also Russia.
Sure.
They this week have been beefing up their war games, sending bombers to the Crimea area and missiles to the region that borders NATO allies Poland and Lithuania. How do you interpret that move?
Well, we recognize the need for routine military training activity. Any such activity must be consistent with international law and conducted with due regard for the rights of other nations and the safety of other aircraft and vessels. So any Russian military exercises or weapons deployments in Crimea, which is part of Ukraine, would further undermine securing a peaceful diplomatic resolution to a crisis that Russia started with its forcible seizure and ongoing occupation of Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula. We reiterate that Crimea remains a sovereign Ukrainian territory. We don't recognize, as all of you know, Russia's purported annexation. We've seen the various reports citing the possibility of weapons deployments. We don't have confirmation independently of this. We've just seen reports of these different components you're referencing.
Most of that answer, with the exception of the tail end on Crimea, I think is what you said just the other day when you were asked the same question.
I don't think I addressed Crimea specifically at the time, but
yeah, that's what I said. With the exception of the Crimea stuff at the end. So what you don't think that the Russians should put additional or any troops into Crimea because it is still part of Ukraine? Is that's the bottom line?
Well, I think we all remember from a year ago, and I know you asked this question a couple of days ago, Matt. You know, yes, there were bases there, but there was an issue with what the Russian military, disguised as little green men, did at the time, which was not traditional activities of people in a sovereign country. So I think there's certainly a history here that warrants concern. We're watching it closely. We don't have confirmation independently of what exactly is happening on the ground.
Okay. Disguised as little green men?
Well, in terms of they were not portraying themselves as being who they were.
Walking on their knees or something? No, but I just want to, your comment just now about them, what are you going to do, if anything, to express your displeasure with the movement of additional troops and equipment into Crimea? Anything?
Well, the last I checked with our team, we didn't have independent confirmation. There were just reports. So we'll see when we learn more.
Jennifer, I asked you 2 days ago about